Welcome back, lovelies. I want to ask you guys a very easy, but it's a heavy question. The question itself is quite simple, but the context, I guess you could say, is heavy. Is it really that hard? Is it really that hard? I'm just going straight to the question. No drum roll, no build up. It's just, is it really that hard? Is it? And you're probably thinking, is what really that hard? The thing that you are procrastinating on, the thing you're making excuses about, I'm going to do several more episodes on this, elaborating kind of further into this mindset. Is it really that hard? I guarantee you, the thing that you're procrastinating on takes you just a couple minutes a day to do. A couple minutes a day. Now, if you have a big goal, like losing weight or something, yeah, that's going to take more than a couple minutes a day. But I'm not a weight coach. I'm a business coach. And I can guarantee you, the thing that you are procrastinating on is not that big of a deal. Building a business, a successful business, obviously takes years and a lot of time and effort and more than just a couple minutes a day. But the things that we procrastinate are so simple, and it takes so little time, truly, to just be on top of it and get it done. I've started calculating, because you know me, all calculated, how much time it takes me to do the things that I really, really, really dread doing, because I think it's going to be a huge ordeal. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it's such a headache, and it takes longer than I thought. But then I'm done with it. And it's behind me, and I don't have to worry about it again for at least several months, if not longer, because it's done. Do you know what the hardest thing was about my business? The thing that I dreaded so long, I put off for like literally years, was doing my contract. I put it off for years. It took me not that long. I think it took me a couple hours, and honestly, if I knew the resources that I know today, it would not have taken me even a fraction of that long. It could have taken me literally a couple minutes. As do most things. It can only, and I think the more that we dread it and overthink this and analyze it, we build it up to such a great task that it does take us several hours, because we go down every avenue of all of this thought process going into it. And the thing is, we don't have to think that hard into it. We need to just do it. And if we realize later that there are things here and there that can be tweaked, we can go back and tweak it. We don't have to tweak it all before we do it. Just to realize, I wasted all this time. Why? Because it honestly didn't even benefit me. In fact, all of the success that I could have had years ago, if I would have just started with what I had to start with years ago, would have been put out into the world years ago, instead of finally just now, years later, getting done. And then still probably having to go back and tweak it. We need to get out of this mindset. And we get out of this mindset by just doing it. I think I've done an episode on the 3, 2, 1 countdown. Just count down 3, 2, 1, go, and then you do it. You don't think about it. You don't talk yourself out of it. You don't give yourself the option to give yourself reasons to not do it, because it needs to be done. So do it. Think about the fact that you need to do it, and get yourself into this mindset of, when there's something that needs to be done, you do it, or you make a plan to do it. If your trash needs to be taken out, you do it. If the contract needs to be written up, you do it. And the thing is, when you have such a larger goal, like having a successful business, you look at this large goal not as extremely overwhelming, because it's, how on earth am I supposed to have a successful business? It's not that overwhelming. It's when you're taking the steps to have a successful business, you're not looking at the goal of having a successful business as such an enormous, unreachable goal because you're taking the steps to get there, and you're taking daily steps that lead you to a successful business, and it's that simple. Truly, it is that simple, and we just overthink it and overanalyze it. Believe me, I know I am the queen with a capital K of, I know queen is not spelled with K, of overthinking and overanalyzing and just putting way too much thought into something that does not need to be thought out to such a great, enormous, monstrous mess. It does not need to be brought out to that. It is literally this simple. The story that we tell ourselves behind this, whatever it is that we're not doing, is that it's so hard. Is it that hard though? Like, if you really break it down, why is it hard? What is your definition of hard? I want to ask, because what are things that I consider to be hard? Training for a marathon is hard. It's physical labor. It is hard. It hurts. It's hard. Hard. If it's, I'm trying to figure out like a really complicated math situation, that is hard. Staying on top of all of my business stuff, it can be hard. But when you really break it all down, I mean, hard at the end of the day is what you make of it. Even if you're training for a marathon and your muscles ache and stuff, well, are you taking the necessary steps to deal with that? Are you taking pre-workout? Are you taking a lot of water? Drinking a lot of water, excuse me. Are you taking muscle relaxer? Are you taking the actionable steps that you need to be training at like a appropriate pace? Maybe you're overworking it. Maybe you need to hire a trainer. If you're struggling with a math situation, you could hire a tutor to make it easier. You can YouTube the process of different techniques, of learning techniques, ways to do it to make it simpler. If you're, struggling to stay on top of your business, maybe you should hire a coach for time management. The thing is, hard is really just what we make of it. Things aren't that hard. When you really break it down, your absolute biggest struggle in your life is what you make of it. It all honestly boils down to mindset and techniques. Because if something is not physically affecting you, which I think physical is the worst, physical and mental, I think, are the worst. If you're not, under some level of like literal torture, is it actually that bad? Is it actually that bad? Zoom out of perspective. I understand things are hard. Believe me, I'm a drama queen a little bit. I'm very dramatic and I'm a queen, so therefore I'm a drama queen. I am very notorious for exaggerating things and just taking on a burden that I should not bear. And I am told constantly by a lot of people, you need to just look at the bigger perspective. It's not that bad. Like, I'm worried about my business taking off, like, to the extent that I want it to, because I have major, drastically huge dreams for my business. Like, absolutely insane. You guys would not believe it. I can't even say it because I have to, like, keep you guys grounded with me before I start talking about my dreams, because I'll probably scare you off with how big my dreams are. And people are just like, you need to, like, look at this. And the thing is, I tell this to people and I'm like, this is my goal and I want this to happen in like the next 3 years because I am getting old. And they're like, girl, you have your entire life ahead of you. You are so literally already so far beyond your years. You have nothing to worry about. And I am worried about it because I'm like, I am not where I know that I can be. That's what bothers me, is I hold myself to my own standard of this is what I'm capable of. Why am I not there? You know? But it's true. I do need to look back, pull back a little bit, and look back at the wide scheme of things and be like, okay, look, I have done a lot in my life. I don't know anyone. I don't know one single person who has done as much as I have done in their life by my age, or even in their entire life, who are older than me. I do not know one single person. Nor do I know anyone who dreams as big as me. I am doing okay. I'm doing perfectly okay. And the thing is, I also know that I am doing as well as I am based on the fact that I have this mindset. Believe me, I know that my mindset is not always on fleek. I struggle just as everyone does. But having the mindset that I do, to the extent that I do, and believe me, I'm trying to improve on it every day, helps me get to where I'm at. And it's having this mindset of, is it really that hard? Is it really that hard? And you can kind of honestly clown yourself with this question, which I know nobody likes to do, but hey, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Clown yourself into change. Cringe yourself into change. Seriously. Whatever it takes to cause you to change, take that step. Realizing, is it really that hard? How can I navigate this? Can a coach help me? Or does it take me literally less than 2 minutes to do? Most things take less than 2 minutes to do that change your entire day. Making your bed in the morning, taking a cold shower, drinking a huge glass of water in the morning, taking just these little steps literally change your day. And when you start with these little steps that do take less than 2 minutes, when you have a larger issue that does take, maybe 20 minutes, even if it's 2 hours, you can get it done. The more you stay on top of these things, you're going to feel so much better. I can go on and on and on about this. You'll just feel so much more successful and accomplished in your own life, and you'll take on the world. You will. That's how it starts. You get addicted to this feeling, and I could keep talking about this all day. I'm going to try to break it up into more episodes because I am so passionate about this. I don't know why I have not been talking about this more. I could talk to you guys about this all day too. If you guys are interested in booking a free discovery call with me, you can do so. The link is in the description below. I would love to be your coach and help you get through this state you're in. I was going to say abyss. My theme is make waves, so I tried to have ocean metaphors. I can get you out of this abyss that you're sunk in at the moment and get you to shredding the waves that tried to take you out. Can you imagine what greater karma than that? What greater revenge than that? What greater outcome? What greater F you know what I'm saying? Anyway. If you guys want to check out more of my content, check out my Instagram, Facebook, just about any social media out there is Make Waves Coach for more free inspirational content. If you are not yet ready to invest into coaching, I completely understand. I do highly encourage you to also check out my podcast, available every place podcasts are found. It's Make Waves, Mermaid Kassandra. Also check out my social media, Mermaid Kassandra, available on almost any social media platform, as I'm a professional mermaid, and it's kind of cool. Just check it out. I believe that is everything. I will talk to you guys soon in the next episode with so much more. Go out there and make waves.